Hi, everyone. I hope everyone can hear me, see me. Well, you can't see me today. I'm sorry, guys. I'm totally in lazy mode, still in this morning's PJs. I did start the live just a few minutes early because I wanted to give everyone time to get in. I will put a timestamp down in the comments to let everyone know when the live actually starts. I did have it scheduled for 6, but I didn't want to start talking and you guys not be here yet because I'm so excited about tonight's live. I'm going to start with are you guys ready? Are you tired of talking about the twin flames? Are you ready to go to like the next step? And I'm not saying that we're not going to talk about twin flames. That's definitely why we're here. But we're definitely being pushed towards our purpose. And so I feel like we're going to start focusing on the mission, the purpose. And there is a way to look at your birth chart and see where your purpose is, what your purpose in this lifetime is. And that's called your North Node. Thank you, Sandra. I appreciate that very much. And guys, please hit that like, share button, all those good things. Thank you. Thank you. Um, so yes, the North Node on your birth chart. I actually have some pictures I'm going to show you guys. So I'm not going to be able to see your comments for just a minute, but I want to make sure that we go over this. I'm going to try to make it as simple as possible. I know that astrology can be like super complicated. And when you start like all the different names and trying to remember what everything is, it definitely can be a little overwhelming. So guys, I've actually opened a listing in my Etsy shop where I will interpret your birth chart for you. I don't go into the aspects, but I will look at all the houses and I will look at all the planets, and I'll tell you where you've been, where you're going, and that type of thing. And of course, I will use tarot as we go through there. It is going to be a video recorded reading. So, guys, I just want to say this isn't going to be for the faint of heart. This is a lot of hard work. So I won't be offering coupons for the birth chart readings. It is a $55 value, and I did lower that as much as possible. So I know that sounds extremely insane, especially for my prices, but it's just because it's a lot of hard work that I have to physically put in, and it takes a lot of time. So of course it will be just as in-depth as the Etsy readings are, if not more so, because there's so much involved. So I did want to bring that up. But now I want to show you guys, we're going to start with just the basics. I want to show you what the structure of the birth chart looks like. No, that's wrong picture. All right, guys. So this is what a chart looks like. This is, it doesn't have any planets. There's no signs. There's no nothing. And I'm going to go piece by piece and show you what each parts of this little graph is so we can break it down and it's not so complicated. All right. So this chart right here is going to tell us, you see where it says the ecliptic at birth? That looks like a little ruler, and it very much is. So I'm on my wrong page of my notes. I'm so sorry. Okay, so the birth chart itself is the path that the planets move across. That little measuring thing that you see on the side, on the outside of the birth chart, is how they measure the degrees. So it very much is just like a ruler. The next thing you're going to see is the signs, the zodiac, the 12 signs on the outside ring. That's going to be your characteristics of life. And then the next thing, of course, is the planets that are inside those little triangles. You see the first house says self with the arrow pointing to it. Those are going to be your experiences of life. And each house is set for what it means. I'm going to show you guys my birth chart if I can hit the right button. All right, guys, so that is my birth chart. I know it looks crazy, but I'm going to promise you, especially if you're on a twin journey, that your chart looks just as crazy. So I want to know who in here has their birth chart. Who knows where their North Node is? Yes, your North Node and True Node is the same. Absolutely. So Amber has hers, and she knows where her North Node is. All right, perfect. So I'm glad some of you guys seem like you're really Yes, hers is in Pisces. Beautiful, beautiful, Amber. So look at Jenna knows too. Hers is in Leo. That is so awesome. I'm so proud of you guys right now. I'm beaming. All right. So my North Node is in Virgo. Okay. So the way they find your North Node and South Node is where the Sun and Moon cross when you were born. So the easiest way to look to see where your North Node is, it's the little things that look like the headphones. Now, the upside down headphones will be directly across from that, 180 degrees, and that's going to be your South Node. So if you look, Amber, my South Node is in Pisces. All right. So we're going to talk about how to get your birth chart, how to find your North Node and South Node, why they're so important. And then I'm going to tell you guys a little twin flame secret. Not talked about very often, but I am going to show you because I want you guys to have your birth chart to look on your birth chart and come back and tell me if you can see that twin flame sign. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the North Node. The North Node, South Node, very much your life path, your karmic path. It gives you the answers of the whys. You know how you're always asking yourself, like, why did I have to deal with this? Why did I have to learn that? Why is my life this difficult in this area? Your birth chart tells you those things. Your North Node and your South Node tells you those things. Now, not like planets. They're not visible things in the sky you can see. They're just invisible marks that we use, astrologists use, to find your North Node and your South Node. It's just to measure is what it is. So your North Node is where you're headed. It's your purpose. Your South Node is where you came from and what you've left behind. So where your North Node is placed is important. For example, my North Node is in my second house. Second house, Virgo, very much service to people. So I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be here helping you guys get through this twin journey. All right, so I want to talk about the secret just really quickly. Hi, Holly, because I want you guys that have your birth charts to look. All right, so if you look down at Virgo, my second house, and you see those little headphones, that's my North Node. And if you look back at the upside down headphones, that is going to be my South Node. Notice how Venus is right next to my South Node. And notice how Pluto is the planet directly to the left of my North Node. Now, those of you on a twin flame journey, I want you to pull up your own chart. Pluto and Venus are very important in your twin flame journey. I could go into a whole other video about why. But I want you to look to see if I was to spin my North Node and put it at the top of this chart where my sun is, at the very top of this video that we're looking at, Pluto would be directly to the left. So I want you to take your chart and spin it just like that. Put your North Node directly at the top and look to see if Pluto is on the left. So there's a few more things that go with that. The houses that they're in, of course, makes a big difference. But those are one of the things that they're studying to be able to see, to be able to prove twin flame journeys. This is not something that I don't know. I feel like I study astrology and I don't have no problem talking about it, but I've talked to other astrologists that are not willing to quite put their name on it just yet, just because there's so many things that goes into it. Look at Jenna, says, yep, love it. All right. So I feel like if you're on a twin journey and you're a part of my collective, you were drawn for a reason. I feel like if you look at my birth chart, and guys, you're more than welcome to come back and pull that up later, you're going to find a lot of comparisons between my birth chart and your birth chart. You're going to find a lot of comparisons between your birth chart and your twin's birth chart. Again, different ways people study the chart. The way I studied my birth chart with my twins' birth chart is by flipping it upside down on itself and matching the points. I feel like the stronger twin journeys match more accurately. And the twin journey is where, see, guys, people are on journeys where in this lifetime, where, like, for example, my twin journey is my main focus. It's what catapults me into my spiritual awakening. If people experience other things that actually catapult them into their spiritual awakening, and that's going to be their main purpose. You see what I'm trying to say? So if your twin catapulted you into your spiritual awakening, then the twin flame journey is definitely your purpose. All right, guys. So that's really all I had and all I wanted to say. I do want to invite you guys to check out that Etsy shop. Again, not for the faint of heart. I cannot offer any coupons for that one just because it's so time consuming. But if you guys are interested in that, I did put it on there today. It does have a 10% off coupon. So make sure to check that out. I'm also willing to look at your twins birth chart if you have all the information. So yeah, keep that in mind. All right, guys. So I did pull out the numinous, and I do want to offer free readings, and I want to do mine first. I know this is going to be weird because I don't normally read my cards on YouTube, but I definitely want to show you something. So the numinous astro, it shows the planets, the houses, the signs, and the different aspects. Guys, I haven't got super comfortable with the aspects, and that's why I'm not adding it to the birth chart reading. Otherwise, it would be way, I'd have to charge a lot more than that. But because it's just very much the basics, when you're looking at just the planets, the signs, and the houses, that's considered the basics. When you start looking at the aspects that the different planets take, then that's a little bit more involved, takes a lot more time. So yeah, that's why the lower price, but still gives you so much information. Oh, I wanted to read one thing to you guys before I started doing the free readings. Okay, so there's this app, and I actually looked Miss Tina. I know I told Miss Tina earlier that she couldn't do it because she has those silly iPhones. But that's actually not true, Miss Tina. You can get the app on your iPhone. I went and Googled it and searched to make sure that they did have an Apple Store app, and they do. So the app is called Time Passages. Has anyone in here heard of Time Passages? I know I've told some of you. So that's, let me know if any of you guys have checked out the Time Passages app, if you've used it. But I'm going to read to you what it tells me about my North Node. And this is just one part of my birth chart. And the reason I'm reading this to you is because I want you to understand how much information this app gives you. Now, this app will give you a start. Will it tell you that you're on a twin journey? Absolutely not. But it will break it down and give you parts of your purpose. And when, of course, when you realize you're on a twin journey and you put all those pieces together, you have a grander scaled map, right? All right, so this is what it says about my North Node. My lunar North Node in the second house, and my South Node is in the eighth house. This placement gives my personality somewhat focused around the issue of money and material possessions. In previous period or past lifetime, you were concerned with utilization of other people's resources rather than your own. You also may have gotten involved with occult practices or engaged in deep and even taboo relations with others. Factors that shaped your past and reside and the residue of which still color your present life experience. Now, in this lifetime, you must learn to marshal your own forces to be resources onto yourself. Guys, that's so true. I've worked for someone else my whole life, for someone else all the time, had to be there, had to clock in, had to clock out, made them money. And I'm sure you guys know businesses, if you look at the salary, what they pay the people that help them make the money is one of the low costs in businesses. It's one of the smallest portions. So every time you're working for someone else and you're clocking in and clocking out, you're not working for your purpose. You're not working for your mission. So yes, I always felt like you had to work hard somewhere. You had to be at a good company. You had to, make good money, especially if you had children. You know what I'm trying to say? Like that type of thing. It took me until I had my spiritual awakening to realize money is not the answer. Will it help you? Absolutely. But manifesting what you want is the answer. And you're not going to be able to manifest money if you just want to spend it on yourself. You see what I'm saying? If you want to manifest money, start telling yourself, finding some sort of like positive affirmation. What are you going to do positive with that money that's going to help all of mankind? And then you'll start seeing the money come in. But that's why people are like, well, manifestation is not true because I asked for $1 million and I didn't get it. Well, you didn't get that $1 million because you were asking for something selfish. But start taking positive steps. What are you going to do with that money? I tell myself all the time, when I get the YouTube rich, I'm going to give it away left and right. You're not going to believe it. We're going on vacations, ladies. I can't wait. I just can't wait. And I know y'all think I'm crazy or I'm joking, but I'm dead serious. Poor Junior knows I'm serious. Okay, so that was just a part of what it tells you. It goes on to talk about the North Node, where I'm headed. It talks about how I'm connecting to spirit. It does talk about how my relationships do catapult me into my spiritual awakening. So guys, time passages. The reason I bring that up is because I know not everybody can afford the $55. So go check that out. If you do decide that you start reading it and you start to see some things that you have some questions about, that's when I would say go check out my Etsy reading. All right, guys. So that's what I wanted to read you on there. And now I want to show you really quick a reading for myself. And the reason I'm doing this, I don't normally do this on YouTube, is because I'm fixing to put out a video that talks about how you can read for yourself. So I'm going to pull me as an example, and we're just going to do a real quick past, present, and future. And I mean, I couldn't get no better than this, guys. Spirit has had my back today. Bam, bam, bam. You guys see me shuffle, right? Okay. So Pisces is my South Node. Definitely, it talks about the mystic. It's about my imagination. It's about my compassionate, what healing, my empathy. All that type of stuff comes with this Pisces. It's what I come into this world with, right? The 7th house relationships. This is my present. This is what I'm focused on. We're definitely on this twin flame journey, right? And look at this, guys. Can't get any better. Cancer. So Cancer is my rising star. How interesting is that? So it says feeling sympathetic, comforting, nostalgia, protective, intuitive, birthing. I definitely feel like I'm going to be birthing something that deals with my intuition. So how cool is that? Do you see that? Past, present, future. Who wants one? Vacations. Jenna says vacations with this girl does best. I swear, we get to talk to each other all the time, and you guys get to see me, and I get to see you when we do the one-on-ones. But I can only imagine what it would be like to have this tribe under one roof. I mean, it would be amazing. Yeah, poor Junior. He's always panicking when I talk about the YouTube rich money. And you guys want to hear something crazy? I got a notification from YouTube today. My watch hours are through the roof. If I could just get those 300 subscribers, we would so be there. But thank you guys so very much for watching my videos all the way to the end, because that is what brings my watch hours up. That is what brings my view duration through the roof the way it is. For a small channel, yeah, it's amazing. Super amazing. Oh, yeah, don't worry. He would gladly help me. One of the tests I did with Junior, so my ex-husband, very much a karmic relationship. Took me a long time to figure that out. It took me till my spiritual awakening to start realizing the 3 different types of relationships, what their purpose was, and then be able to, navigate through that situation. But he was not one to ever stop and give people money. You know how you see people and they'll have the signs that'll say, a veteran needing help or homeless, whatever. And he would say no, because they're driving a Lincoln and they live in this fancy house and they don't work. And so don't give them money. He'd get so upset with me every time I did it. I mean, like to the point where it's causing like full blown fights. I mean, it was crazy. And here was my logic to the whole thing. Is it true? Absolutely, it's true that these people, some of them are false and some of them have false pretenses. But is that my problem? Is it my job to judge them? It is not. It is my job to do good and give good and send my light out to others. And that's the way I do it. It's between them and God what they do with that money. Do you see what I'm trying to say? I did my purpose. I did my job. I followed my path. My path does not control or like I don't get off path because someone else isn't doing what they're supposed to be doing. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So that was one of the things that really stuck out to me with my ex-husband that just really bothered me for years and years. When I met Junior, because I was doubting, because I thought, I'm supposed to be on my twin journey. I'm supposed to collect cats. You know what I mean? Like, because I was questioning what was happening, I kept looking for signs and I kept doing things that, what's that movie, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days? you know what you know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying? Like, I just kept trying to like test it to see. And I remember one of the things was we was in Hoptown and there was a person and I totally stopped and wanted to give them my money. And he didn't say anything about it. In fact, I forget like what he asked, like, did I have enough? Like he wanted to be able to offer me more to be able to offer that person. And I swear to you guys, that's when I knew that was it. Like that he was the one, you know what I'm saying? So he's gonna be right there with me. What's it say? I water you, you water me, we grow together. That is definitely me and Junior. All right, guys. So who wants a past, present, and future with the numinous astro deck? Diana, thank you so much. Diana says, I watch sometimes multiple times. Sandra says me. She wants one. All right. All right, Sandra, let's pull them out, see what happens. All right, so real simple, past, present, future for Sandra. So in the past, Neptune dreams comes out. Guys, do you see my dream journal scrolling down there on the bottom? Check out the dream journals. They are going so quick. I'm so proud of you guys. Seriously. But I also sold some on Amazon by itself, like without you guys going in from my links. I thought that was super cool too. I think it's the design. People just like the design. But Neptune, your past. So it says memories on here, the subconscious. There's a self-sacrifice in the past. And look at that. Universal love is in the past. Let's look at the present. Look at this. Leo, the lover. So this is about loving, self-confidence. Ooh, it says flirtatious on here. Interesting. All right, Sandra, let's look at future. Second house assets. This is about the material world, your finances. So I feel like definitely having some sort of love energy here. Definitely working like in the 5D realm, like the spiritual realm, but definitely moving towards your monetary goals. So I feel like right now you're focused on monetary value, your worth, your wealth, your job, your career. But I just want to say it is second house assets and it does show everything in double. Do you guys see the twins? Everything twins. Super interesting. All right, Sandra, that was yours. Interesting. So are you dealing with your son right now? Or are you flirting with a Leo right now? Look at Amber. Amber came to YouTube too. Thank you guys. I do appreciate that. It definitely helps me with my YouTube battle. Diana, thank you. All right, so let's do Amber's past, present, future. Where has Amber been? Where is she at currently? And where is she headed? And guys, if you have your birth chart, look at these cards up on your birth chart. See what houses they're in. Definitely could be a lot more that Spirit's trying to tell you. All right, Amber. So Amber is our newest member to the tribe. Love her already. Super strong energy. That's not true. I think we had one more. Yeah, we had another one. I think it was yesterday. think we're at 7:09, guys. I'm not really sure. I have to go look. Every once in a while, I get this really playful person that likes to come and subscribe, unsubscribe, subscribe, unsubscribe. So if I'm working at my computer, I can see it flipping back and forth. And I'm like, I don't know who that is, but it drives me crazy. I swear it ticks me off sometimes. I'm like, I see you. I see you. I don't know why they're trying to get my attention, but I see you. And it's not like YouTube coming and removing like all the bots, because you know YouTube does that like in the middle of the night. It is 7:09. Perfect. That's super awesome. All right. Okay. So Amber, past, present, future. Past, present, future. Amber has her birth chart. Look at this. Libra is coming out in the past. That's actually an energy of a person. Pluto is coming out right now. Look at this massive transformation. Pluto is really important on the twin flame journey, guys. And then the moon coming out in the future. All right, so the moon can have a couple different things because we have the actual moon. And then we have, for example, my rising is Cancer. In order to see like what is the ruling planet on my birth chart, I have to go find my ascending or my rising, which is Cancer. And then what rules Cancer? Well, the moon rules Cancer. So see how that can play two different ways there. So that's why having your chart can be really, really helpful. But the Libra in the background, people pleasing, considerate. It says balanced on here. I feel like that was an issue. There was an issue. It could have definitely been with a Libra, sun, moon, rising, any major aspect on their chart. I want to say third party or karmic, but I don't know why I don't want to say it. I swear I wish I could stop doubting myself and just spit the things out. I definitely feel like it's got something to do with like a third party or a karmic. Pluto transformation right now. There's definitely a transformation happening. Amber, I feel like it's happening in your twin journey. And that's just you finding this channel. Seriously. Oh look, she says she is a Cancer. Boom, look at that. Okay, so that's you finding this channel. And what's transforming is you're taking the focus off that person and you're putting the focus on your soul, on the purpose, on the mission. That's the transformation. The moon, your feelings coming out for near future. It says instinct is on here, comfort and home and family is on here. Sustenance is on here. Mother is on here. So that's all super interesting. I'm going to leave it right there. I definitely would pull more cards on that moon just to see like what is coming. But I feel like it's going to have something to do with your rising, how people see you. Amber says, yep. All right. Awesome. I love these cards. You see how easy this is, though? I mean, I don't know. It just comes out perfect every time. I'm just going to catch up on the Facebook comments, guys. Give me just a second. I will admit, it's so much easier when you guys switch to YouTube. But for some reason, Facebook is the best. Like it shares my stuff the most, like more than YouTube. But yeah, it gives them such trouble. Hi, Eliana. I'm so glad you could make it. It gives people so much trouble with the comments for some reason. I think it's because they don't click that StreamYard link. But the YouTube is working great. And I so appreciate you guys all coming on to the YouTube. Ooh, Eliana. Cards be flying. All right, let's do Eliana's. I just seen Pisces. Eliana, do you have your birth chart? All right, let's do Eliana. Past, present, future. Past, present, future. All right, so past we have Taurus, the bombshell, earthy, practical, worthy, loyal, and patient. It's a Eliana, it says patient. Oh, it's so funny that patient is coming out. Oh, look at that, Eliana. But yeah, super funny that patience is coming out for Eliana in the past because I swear all of 2021, Eliana got the patience card like every time I turned around. But look at this, Eliana. In the present, we have the Gemini coming out. It says communicative, social, collaborative, vocal, perceptive, and connected. And the Gemini is, of course, the twins. Eliana definitely feels like she may have reached union. How interesting is that? Eliana, has something happened and you've not told me? I'm definitely sensing that right now. And it doesn't necessarily mean it's 3D union. It doesn't necessarily say that the person in the 3D physical self is saying, yes, I want to work this journey with you, but their higher self could definitely be. So what that means is that you're going to start to notice more spiritual things happening to you, or more it's not just spiritual things, it's like more unexplainable things. You know what they are because they're your twin journey, and so you know that it's just based off of that. But yeah, that's super interesting. All right, and I haven't talked to Eliana in a minute, so I'm just wondering, yeah, like what is going on here? That's some definite big confirmations. All right, let's look at future. Fifth house, passions. So Eliana is definitely going to start following her purpose. Your purpose is going to be what you're passionate about. Creativity is on here. And remember, guys, I say that the creativity you have, whatever it is that makes you creative, whether you sing, you draw, you paint, you read tarot, you are some sort of like healer with your hands, whatever it is, you're going to be creative as you're doing it. That's your purpose. That's the gift that God gave you, right? And you're passionate towards that situation also. So I definitely feel like Eliana is definitely going towards her purpose, which is super interesting because I feel like Eliana has been you've been looking for your purpose for quite some time. So I feel like something's happened, Eliana, since me and you have talked last. Um, oh yeah, look at this. Oh my goodness. So I would say definitely something has happened since me and you talked last. That is so beautiful, Eliana. I'm gonna cry. Oh my God. I love it. I love when I see you guys start at the beginning. I am seriously gonna cry. I love when I see you guys at the beginning of the journey. I almost said distraught. I don't love seeing you guys distraught. I don't at all whatsoever. I definitely feel your emotions. It makes me distraught. But I love seeing you go through the steps and seeing your worth, understanding how powerful you are, finding your purpose, your mission, and of course coming into union. That amazes me, and it amazes me every single time it happens. Several of you guys are actually in my personal private group on Facebook. And you guys have been with me since the beginning. And that's one thing that's kind of hard about my purpose, my job is once you guys get it, once you guys get it, and once you learn, and once you start manifesting your best life on your own, and you start seeing the things come in, I don't hear from you guys as often. I love you too, Eliana. Yeah, you guys go on your way because you have a thing to do, right? You have things to do, places to be, people to see. And so I don't get to hear and see you guys as often. So yeah, super interesting. I love that Eliana has joined the I'm there group. And there is several of you guys followed me from the very beginning. Most of you in 3D physical separation. And yeah, you guys definitely listened, watched me. We learned and healed together. Definitely started chasing our purpose and definitely manifested union. So that is so, so exciting. So yes, everybody congratulate Eliana. Absolutely. It's so encouraging, Eliana. So encouraging. I know when you first get on the journey, there's so much confusion. You have to figure out what type of twin journey you're on. Is your person here in the 3D or not? It definitely can be a difficult journey. So super cool to see you guys go through the journey and come out on top of the situation. Before we know it, Eliana is going to have either her own YouTube channel or she's going to have like her own website. Yeah, and you're going to start doing the things, Eliana. Yes, it is very encouraging, isn't it, Holly? Absolutely. It made me cry. Seriously, brought a tear to my eye. And it happens every time, every time. It's only because I know that you guys have learned the things and you're going on your path. But make sure to come back and say hi to me for Pete's sake. I miss you guys. That is so cool. I'm so excited. I was hoping Carol was going to be in here. I thought she had commented on it earlier. Something must have come up. I wanted to ask Carol about her birth chart. Yeah, so I'm so glad everybody, look at everybody congratulating Eliana. That is so super cool. So exciting. Is Miss Owl here today? We see Miss Owl. She was here earlier in the earlier live. Yeah, I don't see the OGs. I wanted them to be here so they can congratulate Eliana too. Yes, yes. And you guys do. Like, I have one that I messaged this morning. I'm not going to mention any names, but we've become very, very close friends. One of my very first Etsy customers, um, and one of my like one of the first reasons that I realized my purpose, like this was my purpose, and I had to get up here every day, and I had to make these videos, and I had to talk to you guys whether I was scared or not, because her journey was so very similar to mine. The comparisons, the things that were the same, the synchronicities were just so scary. But she was very much in the dark night of the soul. And I remembered my dark night of the soul. In fact, because I am an empath, and when I do become close to you guys, I can feel your energy. It's very much heart to heart. So I could feel her dark night of the soul, and that's definitely what pushed me to keep going. I still talk to her today. I actually talked to her this morning. But she has also graduated from the twin flame journey, and started following her purpose and her mission, and has come to an understanding of twin flame union, but has also really learned how magical and powerful she is. And I would say, out of all of us, all the different spiritual abilities that I've seen us all come up to, hers is the absolute just top of the line. I always knew she was super powerful when I read her energy. It was super powerful. It was very strong. It almost caused me like to be a little fearful at first, just because I was afraid of getting something wrong. But her energy was super, super strong, and she moved through the steps, through the healing pretty quickly. I'll tell you guys what it is. It's dreams. She definitely, her purpose and her mission has to do with dreams. She gets messages in her dreams, and she has learned to diagnose and interpret those messages and then take action on them. So it's just amazing. It's amazing, amazing, amazing to watch. So yeah, I can't wait to see what Eliana is going to be doing. But guys, talk about um, just major confirmation that you're on the right path. I always say you can't be on the wrong path. This is the path that your soul chose for this lifetime. The harder it is, pat yourself on the back. Don't say negative things like, why is my life so hard? Live in gratitude, be thankful. I am so grateful for my twin journey, and when I tell you I was a strong person, I fought hard fights throughout my entire life, from the time I was a child till today, and I went to my knees. My twin journey just totally took me out, just wiped me off the map. I mean, I can't even express to you the pain that I felt in that journey. But here we are. Look at us. It's so cool to come out on the other side of that dark night and see and find our purpose and see our light and how bright it is. Hi, Z. You are a little late. We're almost to the end of it. We started at 6 o'clock. I am going to leave it up, guys. I made sure to leave the music and everything off so YouTube can't yell at me. Because I do want you guys to go back and watch it. I do want you guys to look at my birth chart. If you have your own birth chart, I want you to compare it to my birth chart. I want you to message me when you start to see all the synchronicities, all the things that we have in common. I want you to message me. And guys, I know we're all on different times. I don't care what time you message me. I sleep like 4 hours at a time. I think it was Sandra or Diana that said that. We sleep 4 hours at a time. So, it's totally fine. Message me. When I wake up, I check it. If I'm going to stay up, I'll answer. If not, I'll wait till morning. And if any of you guys are interested in that reading, make sure to check it out in the Etsy shop. I do apologize for not being able to offer coupons for that one. But again, it's just because they're so extensive and it just takes so much time. So Z says, how do I get a birth chart? Okay, so Z, I gave you guys 2 different ways to do that. In the description box of the video, I talk about a site called astro.com. It is a free site, guys. um, it gives you the basics, the real basics. But you can go to astro.com and you can search in there, or you can just Google it, get my birth chart, astro.com. It takes you straight to it. It's going to ask you your first name. It might ask you your last name. In the reading, guys, I don't need your last name, but it will ask you your first name, your date of birth, your time of birth, and your place of birth. You do have to have the place of birth and the date of birth. You do not have to know your time of birth. There is an unknown option. So if you don't know, can it change your birth chart? It can actually. It's very minimal, but let's say, for example, you have an aspect that falls right at the cusp of 2 signs. Well, it's possible that if you were born later in that day, you're going to fall more into another house, into another sign. You see what I mean? So it is very important to know your time, but you can get the basics without knowing the time. The second way to get your birth chart is the Time Passages app. You can get that on iPhone and Android. I highly recommend it. They do have a free version. They do have a paid version. I actually use the paid version because I can put my twins' information in there. I can put my soulmates' information in there. I compare all 3 of our charts, and it definitely confirms that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. So I recommend that you guys do that also. If you don't want to pay for it, it does have a free version where it'll give you your chart and your basic information. Hi, Miss L. So if you guys go through the time passage, and that's going to be for the ones that don't want to pay for the reading, and I understand. Again, I apologize that I can't offer a coupon. It is basic, very minimal information, but it will give you an outlook, kind of give you an idea. If you do see something in that time passages that talks to you and tells you that confirms your twin journey and you want to talk to me about it, I definitely recommend that birth chart reading for sure. Yes, Miss L, we were just asking about you. Look at Diana says she has one herself and one S compatibility that includes twin flame. That's super interesting. Super interesting. Eliana. So Eliana had some good news, Miss Al. You just missed it. Eliana just informed us we did a reading for past, present, future with the Numinous Astro deck. And Eliana just confirmed that she is having communication with her twin and that it's going very well. So I just want to say a big round of applause for Eliana going through the journey. I was just talking about how I hadn't talked to her very much, so something had clearly happened since the last time I talked to her. And then I turned around and seen her comment, and I was saying how like that's kind of like the trials and tribulations of my purpose. As I get to know you guys, we get through the journey. I point you in the right direction. You find your purpose, your mission. You reach union, and then I don't get to hear from you guys anymore. Or at least not as often. So yes, Eliana, make sure to come back and say hi to me. I should be able to take the banner off. There we are. Oh my goodness. I can't believe that happened. So that's why I do the backup on my laptop. Just for that kind of reason. Thank you guys for not freaking out. I'm glad you guys all stayed. Miss Al, she says, Holly says, Miss Al, you always make this energy so happy. That is so true. Miss Al always brightens my day. Even if Miss Al's having a rough day, I don't know, just the fact that she talks to me about it, like, makes me feel better. It makes me feel useful. You know what I mean? Miss L, I have not got your package yet, so I just want to say, it's not that I forgot to message you. I just haven't checked the mail. I just got super busy getting ready for this one. I was hoping Miss Tina would check it, but I don't think she did. I'm hoping Junior will check it on his way in, but if not, I will definitely go out there and check it before I go eat dinner. All right, guys, I'm going to cut it. I'm so glad you guys came in here. Thank you so much for always keeping me company. I know, Miss L, I'm sorry. I swear I'm going to get out there as soon as I get off this live. I know Junior should be pulling up any minute, but if he's not checked it, I will definitely check it as we're going to Miss Tina's for dinner. And then that way we can all open it up together. I'm super excited. Miss L sent me a gift, guys, so that's what we're talking about. In case you were wondering why we're all having this personal conversation. All right, I do hear Junior pulling up. Yay! I missed him so much today. Every time I feel like I work on the twin journey, work on the birth chart. Yes, I miss him. I miss him. I feel so much better when he gets here. I'm like, oh, okay. I know. I was talking about that too, Miss Al. I told him as soon as we get the YouTube rich, we are all going on vacation. You just wait and see. I swear. We'll be picking you up in one of them big long cars. No joke. All right, guys, I hear him coming in. I'm going to get off here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you did miss the first part about the North Node, please go back and watch that. I do talk about the different places to get your birth chart, so make sure to check those out. The Time the Time Passages app for both iPhone and Android, or the astro.com, both free services. So guys, check those out. Get your birth charts. If you guys want to get more extensive, especially if you're on the twin journey, make sure to check out my new reading in the Etsy shop. All right, guys. I love all of you. Congratulations, Eliana. I'm so, so proud of you. I'm sending you air hugs right now. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you guys for coming in here, for joining me, for participating. I love all of you guys. Miss L, I'm going to check my mail right now. I hope all of you guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much. And as always, I'm sending you abundant love and light on your journey. Thank you.